So we're thinking about Kepler's third law and using the formula t squared equals r cubed. So reminder, when we're thinking about this formula, t is our orbital period, or the time it takes to go around the orbit one time, whereas r is the average distance from the sun. And because we're dealing with an ellipse, it's really averaging out our perihelion and our aphelion. So to give essentially that average from the middle to the outer edge. So with our t squared equals r cubed, we will have at least one of the values to plug in and then be asked to solve for the rest. So for this first example, we have Saturn has a radius of, then we have our number, 9.540. What is Saturn's orbit in Earth years? So what we are given is the r. What we have to solve for is t. So we simply took this number, plugged it into our r. That was 9.540, and we cubed it. That gave us this answer, which equals our t squared, and then we had to get rid of our square using the square root to solve for our final answer of t equals 29.466 Earth years. So this is saying it takes Saturn about 29 and a half or so Earth years to complete one full orbit. So we're doing that a couple more times here with a few mystery type planets, planet X, Y, Z, and planet Krypton. For each of these, we are given the r value, just like we were up here for Saturn. So all of our solving is going to be the same, starting with plugging in r, cubing, taking the square root to get our final answer for t. So here's our first value. T squared equals r cubed. That's where we begin. Our r value gets placed right here. T squared equals 0.892, and we have to cube it. So I'm over here on my scientific calculator, which you can grab from the link right here or use your own. I need to do 0.892, and then you should have a button like this one on your calculator that allows you to put in an exponent. So I want to use a 3. Now I have the answer of t squared equals 0.7, and then I have to see what my rounding is going to do. I want to round to the third decimal. So this 7 tells me I'm rounding up. Well, my 9 rounds up to a 10, so I've got 7, 10, it's t squared. And finally, I need to eliminate the squared by taking the square root of what I have left. T equals square root of 0.710. And my answer there, again, turning to my calculator, square root 0.710. 3 decimals, looking for an answer of 0.843. So planet X is a little smaller period of revolution or planetary orbit period than the Earth, 0.843. And again, this is in years. Okay, let's try another one. Starting with our formula, t squared equals r cubed. Again, here's the r. I'm going to plug it in right here. T squared equals 0.249 cubed. So I'm over here on my calculator, 0.249 cubed. Round that to the nearest third decimal, 0.0 Again, this is t squared, so I need to get rid of the square by doing the square root. T equals square root of 0.015. Back over to my calculator, 0.015. Third decimal, 0.122 years. So keep working through, starting with what you know, solve out what you can, working your way all the way down to t. Doing a cube, a square root, solve.